Hello, this is just a quick review for Toy Soldiers War Chest Hall of Fame Edition, I think it's called, with all the DLC already included. I was looking on eBay to buy this, and it was I think it was about 12 quid, just the normal version, and then the DLC are like 4 quid separately, and there's like 4 to buy, so there's like an extra like 16 quid on top of like your 11 quid or 12 quid. So with all the DLC, it's about 28 quid, and I wouldn't pay 28 quid for it. But I looked on the PlayStation Store, and it must be because of January, there was a 65% discount, and it was from £28 down to £9.69 or something like that, or £9.50. So I just bought it and downloaded it onto my hard drive. It was like 7 gig. But I'm a huge He-Man fan, obviously, if you haven't guessed. So this is the only reason why I wanted this, because you actually get to play a battle game as the He-Man, universe kind of thing. So just looking at this, just firing, I had this toy, and if you look at the back of the seat, it's like stickers, which is just like the toy. Do you know what I mean? They're not trying to be real. I know it's called Toy Soldiers, like the game is a Toy Soldier game, but they've recaptured the toys exactly, and it's just those little details like the stickers and shit like that that are on the back of the figures, which just bring back so many memories when you're actually looking at, especially at some of the vehicles later on. And it's just a strategy game basically. The format is classic, it's been around for a million years. But I just love how you can get all these DLCs. There's G.I. Joe, there's Assassin's Creed and shit like that. So, plus you come with 4 generic armies which you can pick from. There's World War Two, which are like the Nazis, Germans. There's Starbright, which is teddy bears and unicorns and rainbows and shit. There's a futuristic army where they've got laser guns and shit like that. And then there's a fantasy, medieval fantasy, where it's dragons and it's catapults and you know what I mean? So they've got 4 generic ones in there. But like I said, there's DLC where it's He-Man, Assassin's Creed, G.I. Joe and Cobra. So I think they should bring out more, because they could just simply keep changing the skins, because that's all it is. Everybody's got basically the same weapons, but they're just the skins of it change. So you could have anything, really, anything. You could have Thundercats, you could have Transformers, you could, if they can get the licenses for all, anything really, you could go back and have everything. You could have Star Trek, Star Wars. I mean, obviously they wouldn't get those licenses, but I'm just saying, there's lots of options they could do. I just hope they don't stop the DLCs at these 4. Maybe they have. I mean, you never know. You'd have to start a petition and get in touch with the game developers and shit like that. So I doubt it'll happen. But basically, when you first start the game, it takes you through the tutorial, which I wanted to do because I just wanted to know the ins and outs, just so I'm doubly sure what to do. But it's basically you've got to survive waves and waves and waves of enemies, and in the meantime you're upgrading your guns and you're repairing them and you're placing them. You can only place them in certain spots, which is okay, because the certain routes the enemies only come in. And this is where you see how the He-Man figure dropped from the sky and you burst out the packet. You've got to collect those batteries. You see the green bar is how long your batteries last, and the red's your health. It gives you a quick flash of your buttons when you first start. You can roll, you can attack, you've got his axe, you can change your weapon from the axe or the sword. You've got grenades, and this is the same across all the heroes. But obviously it just helps a lot, because there could be sometimes wherever your guns are, the artillery and shit, it's just out of reach of where you need to be. So half the time you'll win a battle by being your hero. But as you can see, look, you can't jump, which is bullshit. As a hero, you can't jump about, so you have to make sure you don't get stuck. You can roll around, but you have to stay, you know, like where the enemies are. So sometimes you can waste time as a hero, just trying to get to where you need to be, because I went the wrong way. But like I say, you just absolutely slaughter the enemies with your hero, so it helps even the score. And in your top right hand corner, times 5 is just how many enemies are left. You can press square and launch the wave early if you're sick of waiting, or you can wait, and that's how all those little circles, how many more waves you've got to go. So it's just strategy basically, and I'd like to say the only reason I bought it is because of this. It's because of the He-Man DLC. Have you heard the Schneidy music as well? They've probably ripped the music off, but it's probably because they haven't got the music licenses. You know, they've just got the likeness, but it doesn't. Let's say how you change the axe. It's more like a smash attack. And also, I haven't unlocked it yet, but he's got a special move where he shouts, "I have the power," and it sends electricity down like a big area attack. Because I can only imagine later on the amount of people coming out from the waves, like shit like this, where, you know, you've just got to get yourself so it, like, bottlenecks them, so you can just concentrate all your fire on that one spot. But just say like that, you can't jump. So I just come out of like being He-Man. You repair your stuff, you can upgrade them. This is G.I. Joe. This is more typical army blouse. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is typical toy soldiers. But I like G.I. Joe because, like I say, they've got all different types of weapons. Well, basically, like I said before, they've got all the same weapons, but different skins. So you're firing real bullets, it's not laser beams. And just, it made us laugh when I was looking through, because I've got a little bit of footage showing you in the options all the stuff you can unlock. And if you go through G.I. Joe stuff, even He-Man stuff or whatever, you're looking through, and the vehicles and stuff are just the toys. And it makes you laugh because it just reminds you of some of the toys that were out, you know, like at the time. So I think it's great. I wouldn't normally go for this kind of strategy game because it is getting a bit samey. And also, I've had to play with me headphones in because you're constantly firing guns. It's just like constantly. So you either have to play with your TV volume right down because your neighbours will hear you, or you have to wear your headphones because anybody who else is either your neighbours or people who share the house with you, you'll drive them crazy with just the constant like that's all you're doing. But here, look in the options, and can you see when it clicks onto like a vehicle or like a turret or something like that? So you can buy stuff to unlock. I had that. The Wind Raider as well, and the Battle Ram. But look, it's just the toys. That's what I love about it. It's just amazing. I just wish they would bring out a really good He-Man game and have all this kind of shit in the options where you can just look at all the whole toy line, all the vehicles, the tack track and that. You can just have a look at them all. But anyway, this is mostly stuff you can unlock to help you fight once you've upgraded sufficiently. You can think about the here, look, these are the things that you'd normally use, like your turrets and stuff. You can change He-Man's weapons later on. I checked it out, there's nothing there. You must have to unlock it later. There's Battle Cat, so you can ride around on the battlefield as He-Man on Battle Cat, which is class. But there, your turrets is how you can unlock stuff. So instead of having to keep buying the first level stuff all the time in order to upgrade to the second level stuff, if you buy it here in the options, then it'll start with that level. You're buying like a base level for your blouse, and it makes it available to buy and upgrade. So it just helps you as you're playing. But it's the same as every toy, no matter what toy, even the generic ones, obviously, you can just do the same thing with everybody. So it helps you. I mean, obviously, I'm going to complete it first with He-Man, and then I'll do G.I. Joe, Cobra, Assassin's Creed, and then if I can still be asked, I'll do the normal ones after that, like the ones that are built in. That Man-at-Arms statue is class. But you get your anti-aircraft guns and shit like that. You've got your artillery, And it's good because sometimes like the AI isn't as good as I thought in the detection and fire. You know, like the fire and detection on where you're firing. You've got to, like, it's like real life really. You've got to aim ahead. If someone's running, you don't shoot at them because they'll just be running out the way of your bullets every time. So you have to aim ahead, and then you're like curling your bullets into them. It's weird, but I like that kind of thing. How it's about accuracy. It's not just about holding in R2 and just, you know, and it's not easy either. I got up to the third battle. After doing the tutorial, I smashed the first level, smashed the second level, and then the third level I got stuck and actually got beat. Because the whole point of the game is you've just got to defend your toy box. And because I'm He-Man, it's Castle Grayskull. And then all you do is just make sure nobody gets to walk inside. It's not like they're standing outside your toy box smashing the side of it, you know, and taking damage off. They just have to walk through the front door, and every time one person enters, it takes 1 point off your health, of your toy box's health, and you get rewards for keeping it 100% and shit like that. And there you can customize your army. You can play co-op and multiplayer. I haven't tried that yet. But you can customize your army, your layout, and also the top right corner in the store. You can buy like upgrades, save up the coins that you earn, the tokens, like the silver tokens, you save them up from doing battles, and then you can buy stuff to unlock ahead of schedule, kind of thing, like bonus boxes of toys and stuff, which is cool because there's nothing better than like feeling like you've rewarding yourself by slogging through a battle and then getting coins that actually unlock stuff. I mean, it's got all the elements to make a really good game, but they could have just made it so much better. I think some of the I'm just pissing about in the options here. In some of the terrain, like the battle maps, they could have been designed a lot more like complex, because a lot of them are just flat ground, and there is a few obstacles and there is a few like level differences, like steps and like trenches and stuff, but apart from that it's just a flat playing field, so you can see people coming from miles away. So it'd be better, especially if you've got He-Man and you've got G.I. Joe and Assassin's Creed. You could have had a town, because all the buildings and shit, trees and everything's all destructible. So everything you shoot can blow up and that. There, look, this is, see how it's like 6%. There, these are the ones that are built in. That's the futuristic one and the fantasy one. But all you need to do is basically go on to the survival mode on the map. You go onto the survival mode, and it puts you through 15 waves of people, and that levels you up quick as fuck. So it's like a little cheat. This is what I was talking about, where you can go in and say, oh, you need 1,000 coins. I've only got 50, but you can go ahead and you can unlock like 3 toys of your hero's level. My hero was only up to level 5, and then you've got the deluxe pack there, which is 2,000 coins, and it just gives you, like, it'll just give you some stuff like available which you haven't unlocked yet. It just basically helps you out, because I had a look on YouTube to find out what was actually in those boxes before I bought one, but nobody's done a video of it, so I couldn't find it. But after I've done a couple of missions, I went back and I bought the standard pack, and it just gives us like upgrades with. So if you like it, that's it. Just go out and buy it, or download it, because it's 65% off at the moment, so you may as well. It's only a tenner. That's it. See you later.